So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the best jump shots here in NBA 2K24. The game's been out about 2 weeks, so I feel like I've gotten a good idea of what's a good jump shot and what's not a good jump shot. And I've also made 3 different builds here in NBA 2K24, so I know good guard jump shots, lock jump shots, and bigger guard jump shots. So let's waste no time and get right into the video. Now, this is the first jump shot we're going to be looking at for all of my small guards out there with a high 3 ball. We're going to be looking at Steph Curry base, Oscar Robertson release 1, Steph Curry release 2, and for the blending, we're going 70% Oscar and 30% Steph Curry. I really like this jump shot. Now, obviously, if you don't like the releases, you could always change it up, but I would definitely recommend this Curry base. I have another base we're going to try here in a second, but this Curry base has been really solid for me. You can dribble off of it. You can shoot off the dribble, I should say. You can shoot off of it off the catch, and I think this base is just all around really solid. You see the grades A+, and B+, so obviously this is a very solid jump shot. Now, another base you could try out if you really wanted to. A lot of people have been talking about this recently. I personally haven't tried it out, but this Jerry West base supposedly is pretty glitchy. A lot of other people are using John Stockton, so if you want to try out some different bases, you know, you got Jerry West and also John Stockton. You can kind of see what they look like, look what they do to the timings and all of that. But I would recommend Steph Curry to start out, and then if you're struggling, I would definitely recommend trying out maybe, you know, that Jerry West or the John Stockton, but definitely try out that Steph Curry base. As you can see in these clips, I've been going crazy with the Steph Curry base. It's just really solid and really consistent as well, which is you want to see out of a jump shot. So definitely try out some of these guard jump shots and let me know what you think of them down below in the comments. I would definitely recommend these 2 releases. If you're not really messing with the Curry release, you could try Oscar. That's what a lot of people run. So let me know what you think of these guard jump shots, like I said, and let's go move on to the lockdowns. All right, so this next jump shot is obviously, as you can see, for all of my lockdowns right here, you can see I have a 3-and-D threat. Now, my 3 ball on this build, this is kind of key, is only a 79. You see that build's kind of crazy. I have a build video if you want to check it out, but if you want to go ahead and check out the jump shot I've been using, I have 2 different bases I've been using for this player. As you can see, this first one is JT Thor with the releases Brandon Miller and Tari Eason. Now, this jump shot is really solid. Now, it is a little bit on the slower side, I will say. So if you like a little bit of a slower jump shot when you're just spotting up in a corner, this jump shot is good. But the main one I've been using is for this Dyson Daniels base. I think this is really solid. I mix it with Sadiq Bey and Brandon Miller. For all of my taller guards or lockdowns, I would definitely recommend putting in Brandon Miller in your jump shot. I just think it's really solid. He has a nice little vertical release, and I think it makes it easier to time. For me, on all of these jump shots, also just to point out, I use push. I think that's kind of key. I think push is definitely the best. A lot of the people have been using push. You may be able to get away with jump if you like releasing your jump shot really quickly, but for me, I really like push. So I would definitely recommend trying out this Dyson Daniels base first for all of my lockdowns out there with a lower 3 ball. Now, we're going to be looking at if you have a higher 3 ball in a second for my taller guards. If you have an 80, you can get Oscar, but if you don't get Oscar, you can use the Sadiq Bey and Brandon Miller, and then you can see the blending right here. You need to see the timing. A lot of people are going to say that timing stability is really bad, but honestly, if you know how to time your jump shot, timing stability really doesn't have that much to do with it. Yeah, it affects it a little bit, but honestly, as you can see in these clips, I've been going crazy with my lockdown with only a 79 3 ball, just spotting up in the corner. And if you have all your shooting badges, you got green machine working, corner specialist, open looks, all of those badges, you're going to be chilling. So definitely try out this Dyson Daniels base. And again, with these releases, you can really do whatever you want, but obviously just try and get as good as great as possible. But like I said, I think this Brandon Miller release and Sadiq Bey really works well for my lockdown. And then, like I said, if you want to try out this other one, JT Thor, Brandon Miller, and Tari Eason, it's also a decent little jump shot. I don't know if I showed the blending, but there's the blending. But definitely try out that Dyson Daniels base release first. But let's go ahead and get into my taller guard jump shots now. All right, so now you can see we are on a taller 6'8", 6'9" type of build. I don't want to release this build just yet because I'm going to be posting a video on it. It is very glitchy, as you'll see in some of these clips. But for the jump shot we're going to be rocking, this build has an 83 ball, which allows us to get Oscar Robertson release, which, if you guys don't know, is one of the best releases in the game. Again, we're going to be utilizing the Dyson Daniels base. Honestly, for, like I said, all of these tall guards or lockdowns, Dyson Daniels seems like to be the best release, or best base, I should say, in the game right now. And then we're going to mix that with Oscar Robertson release 1, again, Brandon Miller release 2, and then for the blending right here, you can see we're using Brandon Miller 30%, or Brandon Miller 70%, and Oscar Robertson 30%. But as you can see, some of these releases that I'm showing right now are with Dyson Daniels base and Oscar for both releases, obviously full release speed. Now, if you like the way this jump shot looks, you could try it out. But I personally found mixing in Brandon Miller with that 70% and Oscar just to 30%, I found it to be a little bit more smoother. I think that Brandon Miller jump shot is just so solid. It's just really smooth. Like I said earlier, the way he just releases it and mixing that with push timing really just makes it a solid jump shot. So if you want to try out the Oscar, be my guest. But like I said, I think this Brandon Miller is really solid. I think it's one of the best releases in the game, and as you can see from these clips, I be going crazy. And let me know if you want to see this build, because this build goes crazy, especially on the ones. It's a 6'9" build with an 83 ball, like I said, and a pretty high mid-range. So definitely make sure you have the Oscar release. If you have it, definitely use it, because it's been one of the best releases in the game for like 2 years now. So definitely go ahead and try out that Oscar. But let's go ahead and get into my big centers, my 6'10" and over. Let's go ahead and show you guys a jump shot right here. All right, so here goes the jump shot for all of my 6'10" or over players, my big men out there. You know I got to show you guys some love too. Now obviously I don't have a player in 2K24 that requires this type of jump shot, but my boy Hollywood does, and as you can see, he was going crazy. Shout out to Hollywood. I will leave his link down below in the description if you guys want to check out his jump shot video. But as you can see, he was using PJ Washington base, LaMarcus Aldridge release 1, Charles Bassey release 2, and you can see the blending right here. And this is a really solid jump shot. As you'll see in some of these clips, my boy Hollywood is going crazy without takeover. You see it doesn't matter, he's pulling up. And honestly, this release almost looks better than some of my lock releases. Like, this is a very solid and smooth jump shot. As you can see, it just looks really solid. You see he's been dexing around, going crazy. I believe this is a 6'10" or 6'11" build, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a stretch, or you know, kind of a popper build, but if he can use it, I think you guys can use it as well. And you see it's really smooth. So definitely go ahead, use this jump shot, and shout out to my boy Hollywood again for letting me use this gameplay. So that pretty much wraps up the video. But for all of my people that stuck through the entire video, I got you guys with a secret little jump shot. This is courtesy of Iggy Mo. I saw him using it on his stream last night, so I had to include it in the video. This jump shot looks crazy fast. Now I don't have any gameplay of it, but you'll just have to take my word on it. You can see the release speed is A+. This is definitely a jump shot. If you're trying to have a quick jump shot as quick as possible, you definitely want to try out this jump shot. I can't test it. I don't really know how good it is just yet, but I'm gonna go out there and test it, and let me know in the comment section if you guys end up trying this out. I saw Iggy going crazy with it on his stream last night, so I thought I would throw it in there if you guys want to try a really fast looking jump shot. I mean, you can see the release speed is A+. The timing stability is not too bad either. The release height obviously isn't very good, but this is definitely for if you're a stage comp player just trying to get jump shots off as quickly as possible. I would definitely try out this jump shot. I saw Iggy going crazy with it. Shout out to my man Iggy Mo again for, you know, letting me steal his little jump shot here. But that's gonna pretty much wrap up this video. Another little tip just at the end of this video to show you guys real quick. Like I said, I was using push. If you don't know what I was talking about, I was using push shot timing visual cue for all of these jump shots. So I definitely think a lot of the comp players are using push, so I would definitely recommend using push if you haven't already tried it out here in NBA 2K24. But that's gonna wrap up this video. Leave a like if you learned something, or if you decide to use one of these jump shots, let me know down below in the comments if you have any other jump shots you would recommend, and I might put them in a future video. But yeah, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next one.